Lil Uzi Vert finally dropped the long-awaited album, The Pink Tape, and I'm recording this video a day before the album actually drops, but I've heard some of the snippets and they sound crazy. So today I'm just going to be going over a beat that I made in the style of this new album. But before we get into it, be sure to leave a like and a comment if you guys enjoy it. And if you guys want this FLP as well as all our other videos FLPs, be sure to check out our membership system in the description. You guys also get a bunch of loops each week and it's only like $5 a month. But without further ado, let's get into it. So jumping right into it, I started off with this loop, and this loop is from my Gravity drum loop and MIDI kit, and this is just one of the 40 loops that you get in the kit, as well as 30 different MIDIs, 30 drum sounds, and 10 grow speed presets as well. And then in the second half of the loop, I had a kind of Dom Corleone chop with a grow speed effect. And just to quickly go over it, because I basically flipped the loop in the beats, I had this lead from bnxx, and this is the bowl lead. After that, I added a respace. After that, I had the same bowl preset from bnxx, but I just added on some reverb, a EQ, and this grow speed effect. And then lastly, I had this pluck sound from bnxx called Mollusk. And I also pitched up the loop by 5. So moving on to how I flip the loop. For the intro, I do this a lot when I halftime loops. I'll basically have the OG loop playing with a filter or an EQ on, and in the background I'll have the halftime version or the grow speed version, whatever effect I'm using on the loop, play around with the fader and make it slowly go in. And I'll do the same with the effect that I use on the loop. I'll just create a automation clip, and then at the end I'll just slowly ease it in. On top of that, I also added a phaser and a parametric EQ2, as well as a high-end bump on the mixer EQ. And now moving on to the drums, I started off with this crash out clap. And then after that, I added on these hats. And this is something I've been talking about a bunch in my previous videos. I've been adding slides to my rolls on my hats. And the best part about doing slides with your hats is you don't really have to change up the way you make hats. You can straight up just make a normal hat pattern, and then afterwards just scroll down like an octave or two, and then place like 1 or 2 slide notes here and there. It just adds a bit more to the bounce than just a normal hat pattern, and more times than not, it sounds good. So after that, I added on this metallic snare, and I just used this as an off snare and for rolls. And for the 808, I used the Yeat 808, and I added on Distractor just to give it some distortion. And then for the second part of the beat, where I had like a Dom Corleone chop, I just added on this kick. And that is about it for the beat. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you guys want this FLP as well as every single one of our tutorials FLPs, be sure to check out our membership program in the description. And if you want this loop and this MIDI as well as a bunch of more stuff, be sure to check out my Gravity loop kit. Once again, thank you guys for the constant love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.